Rising from the shadowy waters of hybrid warfare, a mercenary group aligned with the Russian state spreads its tentacles from Africa to the Middle East to the Ukraine war. The Wagner Group. Let's gear up and enlist with Wagner soldiers of fortune. Mercenaries, rebranded as PMCs or private military contractors, are a staple of modern combat. But no one blurs the lines between hired guns and the state better than Russia. One Kremlin-backed outfit in particular has caught the world's attention for its brutality: the Wagner Group. A beast known by many names, the network has changed its identity throughout the years, from Moran's security group to the Slavonic Corps to the now infamous PMC Wagner. The group was first activated during the Russian annexation of Crimea and the brutal war in Donbass. It was led by a mysterious soldier of fortune codenamed Wagner. Experts believe the organization's ghost soldiers are a thinly disguised branch of Russia's foreign intelligence service, the GRU, intended to avail them of plausible deniability and the utmost secrecy. Wagner recruits mercenaries from Russia, post-Soviet states, and the Middle East. The outfit trains at a Russian military facility near Mokin in Krasnodar Krai and has over 5,000 contractors deployed worldwide. The group has its own 10 commandments, which include protecting Russian interests and never surrendering to the enemy alive. Dmitry Utkin, a veteran Special Forces soldier, was the first commander to lead the Mercs into eastern Ukraine. Utkin's call sign Wagner, chosen after Hitler's favorite composer, gave name to the shadowy organization. Riddled with fascist tattoos, he is a known ultra-nationalist extremist, fond of wearing a Wehrmacht-style helmet during his bloody campaign in the Donbass. Russian oligarch Yevgeny Prigozhin, also known as Putin's chef because of his Kremlin-connected catering businesses, has a tangled history with the Wagner Group. The oligarch has made a windfall from energy and mineral contracts linked to Wagner's clients. The Wagner Group went global, and its tentacles spread from the Americas, Africa, the Middle East, and Europe, leaving a long trail of war crimes and human rights violations in its wake. Wagner debuted during Vladimir Putin's annexation of Crimea and fought with Russian-backed separatists in the Donbass. They were known as Little Green Men for their lack of insignia. When the 2022 Ukraine war exploded, Wagner mercenaries joined the Russian invasion, reportedly flying in hitmen to take out President Volodymyr Zelensky and members of his government. The mercenary army is also accused of a leading role in the civilian massacre at Bucha. Following Russia's intervention in the Syrian Civil War, Wagner joined the conflict on the side of pro-government forces. The Russians got a sweet deal for their support. Firms that seized oil and gas wells from the Islamic State would get lucrative exploitation rights for those same sites. Wagner Mercs famously fought in the Battle of Kasham against the US and its Kurdish allies. A contingent of Syrian troops and Wagner contractors attempted to storm Allied-occupied positions in the oil-rich Deir ez-Zor Governorate. In response, the US Air Force unleashed fighter planes, attack helicopters, and drones, raining down hellfire on hundreds of advancing enemy fighters. In Libya, Russia and the Wagner Group aligned with renegade general Khalifa Haftar in his conflict against the UN-recognized Tripoli government. The mercenaries provided military training, participated in combat, and aided to conceal GRU covert operations. Colonel Assimi Goita, head of Mali's transitional military-led junta, invited Wagner to provide security against Islamic militants and protect the regime from a possible counter-coup. The move was seen as a geopolitical realignment that led French troops to withdraw from the country. In the civil war-torn Central African Republic, embattled President Faustin Archange Touadera brought Wagner in to protect his government against the rebel groups trying to bring him down. A Yevgeny Prigozhin-linked company was coincidentally awarded gold mining licenses. UN officials have accused Wagner of perpetrating human rights violations against local civilians. Wagner is a shadowy beast, operating in the nebulous space between a hired gun and a soldier. In a changing world where hybrid warfare and state-aligned mercs dominate the battle space, brutal yet effective soldiers of fortune will proliferate, operating like ghosts from the darkness.